What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to All Things Film. Today I'm doing my review for The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 2. The title was called The Damned. In the synopsis, it said that we were going to meet a familiar face. And we did see him at the end of the episodes, and let me just tell you, that familiar face literally blew my mind. That was the last person I expected to come back on The Walking Dead. That was fucking crazy. I have no words. But I'll get to that towards the end. But this episode, it had a lot more action than episode 1. So for those people who wanted action, they're probably going to be pleased with this episode. Right off the bat, the survivors did a drive-by and just shot down the saviors, which was really awesome. And we also finally got Rick and Daryl doing together. We haven't seen both of them doing a mission or a battle side by side in a long time. I think the last time, if I'm not mistaken, was season 6 when they ran into Jesus. So that was a long time ago. So we finally got both of those guys back together, and this guy right here had a pretty intense episode, Morgan. And before I get any further in this review, just a really quick general spoiler warning, because this episode is 2 weeks old, so I'm sure everyone has seen it. So yeah, just gonna put that out there. I'm gonna be talking about spoilers. So after he got shot and Andy died. When Andy died, I was because Andy, I don't know, Andy was a weird character. He was cool and stuff, but we didn't see him at all last season. I'm pretty sure we only saw him in season 6 when Rick got introduced to the Hilltop, and then we didn't see him at all, and now we saw him finally in season 8, and he just died. When Morgan, Andy, and the other survivor, I don't know if he was named or not, they all 3 of them got shot. I honestly thought they would all survive. If not, I knew Morgan would survive for sure. There's no way they would kill Morgan like that. But when Andy died, I was like, what the hell? I saw it in The Talking Dead, rest in peace, Andy. So yeah, rest in peace, Andy. You were a cool character, but it is what it is. But yeah, this guy right here, Morgan, went freaking crazy again. I love Morgan. Morgan's one of my favorite characters. I think my favorite character besides Rick, and obviously, that's very cliche saying the main character is your favorite, but Rick's an amazing character. But other than him, I think Morgan would be my next favorite. Yeah, sorry, I'm not a Daryl fanboy. Daryl's cool, but there's something about Morgan makes you like him, and I really hope he doesn't die. The path he's going down right now is when he said "I don't die." We saw it in the trailer and the episode. That makes me think he's gonna end up dying. But let's not talk about that right now. He survived, but the thing he seemed okay in episode 1. He wasn't going crazy. He was just doing what he had to do, and that was killing saviors. But now he's either kill the saviors, or you either don't kill anybody or you kill legit everybody you see. When he was walking down that hall, he was just shooting at everybody who walked past him. He didn't even look who it was, which was pretty crazy. And now we got a little bit of conflict between Jesus and Morgan, because Morgan wants to kill all the saviors, and then we see Jesus here wants to take them as prisoners and take them to the hilltop. And in the trailer we saw the fight, and I think we're gonna see that next episode, which is gonna be a really cool fight, but that's for next episode. But we finally saw Jared again. That scumbag bastard, killed one of my favorite characters from season 7. He killed Benjamin. I was so upset. If Morgan shot him out there, that would have been so satisfying. But it is what it is. Eventually, I think he'll get his death. And Rick was going a little crazy too. He ran into that savior, and him and Daryl they did split up, and Rick ran into the savior and he killed him, and the way he killed him was fucking brutal. And then he walked in the room and you see a baby here, and that was her dad that Rick killed. And Rick looks in the mirror, and I think all this stuff that's happening, Rick, I think he's looking in the mirror and he's looking at himself and am I any better than Negan? I'm just killing innocent people here too. And they might not be innocent, but the rules with Negan is that if you don't work for him, he's gonna kill you. You either work for him as alive, or you die and you work, and you get put in the chain, or that whole zombie thing he has in his front yard. You either work for him as a walker or as a human. So there's no choice in Negan. So I feel there are some good saviors out there, but these people, they had enough and they're just killing everybody. Like when Terra and Jesus ran into that savior, he was a bad guy, but at first I did believe him too, because he was like, I have to work here, and I understand, like I understood, because like Negan makes you work there, but he was a total douchebag, and Jesus should have killed him, but I don't know what path that Jesus is going down right now. He wants to save everybody, or not save, but like take them as prisoners, and I kind of understand. I understand both points. I feel like everybody's gone through different, like everyone's dealt with the saviors in a different way, so they all like. I know Tara, like the saviors, Dwight killed her girlfriend, so I'm sure she has no mercy and she just wants to kill everybody. And then there's Morgan, who the saviors didn't really, except for, well, I mean, before, Jared killed Benjamin, the saviors really didn't do anything to him, so he didn't want to go to war. So everyone's dealing with it differently, and I think they're gonna have a big meeting soon or something like that to decide like what's the plan. But anyways, yeah, so we didn't see a lot of Daryl after they left. Oh, well, we did see a callback. Daryl did open the door, and we saw a handcuffs, and we saw dog food, which was more callbacks to when Merle was stuck on the roof in season 1, which was really cool. And then the dog food obviously was last year when Daryl was stuck in the room, naked, eating dog food sandwiches, which is torture. So I'm sure Daryl has no mercy either. So like, some people have mercy, some don't, I guess. But we'll see where that takes us. And so there was like 3 battles going on. I mean, like, because we had Aaron and Eric's group, Tobin, all those guys up there, and then we had Morgan, Jesus, all those, and some of the Kingdomers. We had them inside the outpost, like killing the saviors, and then we had Daryl and Rick on their own. So we had like 3 different groups, kinda, and Francine died, which is sad. She got shot. She was a secondary character. A background Alexandrian person, and I mean, there's a lot of, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people dying this season that we don't really talk about. Like Eric got shot, and it's not looking good for him either. I wouldn't be surprised if Tobin died, and those people. I feel like it's war, so if they're gonna kill anybody, they're probably gonna start killing like some Alexandrians that been there since season 5 actually, but they don't really have a lot of screen time. And so yeah, what about the Rick thing? I feel like Rick, all this stuff that's leading up is like, I feel like him looking in the mirror and looking at himself and like, am I any better than Negan, and seeing how ruthless he is. I feel like it's gonna come to the conclusion that he's gonna have mercy on Negan's life. If you know the comics, you know what happens in the end. He doesn't kill Negan. I did give a spoiler warning out there. Yeah, so in the end of the comics, he doesn't kill Negan. They just imprison him, and so like it seems like some people want to kill Negan and some people don't want to kill Negan. So I don't know where that's gonna go, but I feel like, and honestly, I think putting him in jail is a lot harder than just killing him, because like killing him is just like putting him out of misery. But jail is actually more brutal, honestly. Lifetime in jail, but we'll see where that takes us. And so yeah, so after he's done with that room, he sees a photo, and I didn't really notice that at first, but that photo was Morales, and that photo, yeah, Morales, which was fucking crazy that they brought back Morales. A lot of people don't even remember him, but he was from episode, I think we saw him in episode 2 this first season, or episode 1 maybe. But it was definitely the first or second episode. But a lot of people don't remember him, but he went to Birmingham when the group went to the CDC. After the camp in Atlanta got overrun, they decided to leave, and Morales said, I'm going to take my family to Birmingham, because I think he had family there. So, and like, it's been a meme, literally, the last, like, 6 years. Like, people were like, where's Morales? What if Morales is this person? I remember last year in season 7, remember the girl, the junkyard girl who had the boots, and they were spying on the Alexandrians? Everyone thought, oh, what if that's Morales? Like, there's been so many theories and memes and stuff about Morales, and I think AMC, or like the showrunner Scott M. Gimple, like they finally said, you know what, enough of these memes, let's just bring it back for the fans, because they do a lot of stuff for the fans, and That's one of the reasons I really love the show, and obviously this is one of the reasons they brought him back. So I mean, because I don't think they had this planned out, from like season one. Like they just bring him back, in like 7 years. Like I don't think they had that planned out. So they definitely brought this back for the fans. So overall, I thought it was a really good episode. It was a lot more action than episode one, which is really cool. So those people who want action, they're probably happy. And yeah. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. Well, I know what happens in the next episode. I already seen it, but because I'm trying to catch up with all my reviews before this episode 5 comes out. So I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Feel free to leave in the comments below what you thought about the episode, theories, what you thought about Morales coming back and all that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Feel free to subscribe for more content. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.